If you didn't watch the last video, right now, click off this video and go watch the last one. I don't even know why you on part 2 if you didn't watch part 1. Why are you doing that? You working backwards. Go back. What's going on, y'all? Austin's Lens back with another video. Welcome to part 2 of what 31 days of discipline taught me. So, last video I talked about 5 things that I learned from doing my 31 days of discipline gym challenge. As a recap, it was number 1, it boils down to a decision. Number 2, motivation is not real. Number 3, mental health is directly tied to your physical health. Number 4, how you start is how you finish. Number 5, the hardest part is starting. Now, I have 5 more things to share with y'all that I learned. I just saw the same exact car that I had, same make, same model, same color, drive past the window. Rest in peace. Now I have 5 more things for y'all that I wanted to share. Things that I learned during those 31 days when I was really in the trenches, going through that fire. Facing me. It was me versus me for 31 days. Doing what it took to gain that mental discipline. And the journey's not over with. But that was just the beginning, you know? 5 more things I got for y'all. Number 6. We dodge accountability by refusing to speak about our goals. You know as well as I know that it's life and death in the power of the tongue. You know that. You know that. Don't act like you don't know that. How much more real do your goals feel when you have the courage to verbalize them and make them what's the word? Materialize them into words and put them out into the universe? How much more real does it feel? How much closer to your goals do you feel when you even utter the words as opposed to just dreaming and then you keep it to yourself? If you dream and you keep it to yourself, all it does is feel like a dream. And it feels like that's all it will ever be. But when you speak it, whether you say it to someone that you know, whether you say it to yourself in the mirror, or just if you're laying down and you say the words out loud, it just makes it feel that much more real. Why do I say this? Because on day 1 of the challenge, I was going to post a video of me in the gym and doing a recap and all of that. But I was very close to posting the video without putting on top of the video 31 days of discipline, day 1. I told myself I had to do it. I had no other choice because I know me. This is the whole reason why I'm doing the challenge, because I knew that if I did not say day 1 or day 2, day 3, then it was going to give me a way out. I didn't want to give myself a way out, because as soon as you post that up, you now make it real. You now say, it's like you're signing a contract with yourself saying, I'm committed to starting this. And if I'm committing to starting it, I'm committing to finishing it. I didn't want a way out. I know that deep down, that's what my flesh wanted. But it wasn't about my flesh. It was about doing something to gain mental discipline. I almost didn't do it. I almost just posted the video, like, January. We back in the gym, we working. New Year's resolution stuff, New Year, new me type of stuff. No. I didn't want that. Because I guarantee you, if I did not put the words up there, I would not have finished it. Because, if we're real, like I said, if you didn't watch the last video, right now, click off this video and go watch the last one. I don't even know why you on part 2 if you didn't watch part 1. Why are you doing that? You working backwards. Go back and then come back here. So if you watch the last video, you'll know. Ooh, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Oh, there it is. If you watched my last video, part 1, you know by now that I said motivation is not real. You feel motivated maybe 25, and that's generous, 25% of the time. Nobody's motivated to do nobody wants to do this stuff. Nobody is motivated to do this stuff. You think the people who are the best of the best are the best because they're motivated and pumped up all day, every day. No, that's not how life works. That's not how we're made up. It is impossible to sit here and be like, let's go, always. Nobody's doing that. Cut it out. First of all, I don't even like when people do that all the time. People be like, let's go, like all day long. No, that's not real. You're trying to psych yourself out so that you can pump yourself up and do the thing. I don't need to be pumped up. I just need to make a decision. That's also in the last video. You'll see. I think that's a good video, if I do say so myself. It's not about all the theatrics, and it's not about that. It's about having a strong mind. And going to the gym, getting that strong body, that helped me with my strong mind. They go hand in hand. I'm spilling too many gems from the video. I'm spilling too many gems. Go watch the video. But I'm telling you, we dodge accountability by refusing to speak on the goals. I had to speak it. And this time that I'm talking about, this example that I'm giving y'all, that was technically, I wrote it, but I materialized it. I put it out into the universe. That's the point of this. You got to put it out into the universe. Whether it's you writing it in your journal, whether you're saying it out loud to yourself, whether you're saying it to a friend, saying it to yourself in the mirror, you have to put it out into the universe. It feels that much more real. Like, imagine you want to drive a Lamborghini, but instead of you just thinking about a Lamborghini all day, you say, I want to drive a Lamborghini. It's like you're telling all the cells in your body that is in fact true, that you want to do that. And it just makes you feel it, like you can almost see it. I've been dreaming about this life I want to live for so long. And I'll tell you, anybody who knows me knows that I don't dream like that, or I just don't remember them often. I swear. I have people be like, bro, just wake up and the first thing you do is write your dream. When I wake up, it's like I just return from the abyss. There's nothing. But every now and then I have a dream and I remember it. I'm like, oh wow, that did happen. Or you ever went, like, you woke up, you went about your day, and it's like 5 p.m. and you're like, wait a minute, I had a dream, I got shot. I'm clearly not shot right now. That was a dream, wow. But in the moment, in your subconscious, it felt real. And dreams, I'm telling you, dreams feel, it's like it's an alternate universe, but they're connected to us. We gotta stay tapped into those. But the reason I brought up my dreams is because in the last week, I've had 2 dreams of me driving a sports car. The first one was very clear. I saw myself driving a royal blue Lamborghini. The second one, I think it might have been a Lambo. I don't know. But I keep seeing things. They feel so real. It makes me feel closer to the things I want, you know? Keep talking about it. Say your dreams out loud. But let me get to the next one. The next one is, we are more afraid of being seen failing than we are afraid of failure itself. That's crazy, because if you were the only person left on this earth and you tried to do 100 push-ups and you could only do, let's make it easy. Let's say you tried to do 60 push-ups or something and you could only do 53. Do you think you're gonna care that you failed? You're just gonna be like, you're gonna pick yourself up and you're gonna work harder and get to it. Or you might be like, whatever, I don't care. But let's say everyone is back on Earth. You go live on Instagram and all 8 billion people in the world are on that live watching you attempt to get to 60 and you can only get to 53. It's like, everybody just saw me fail. You're not gonna be like, it's not that deep. I feel like even the strongest of men, the most solid mind, may feel an ounce of shame, like, I couldn't do it. It's about being seen failing. You don't want people to witness you fail, witness you fall below the goal that you set. That's what it is. Imagine I'm posting these day 1, day 2, day 3. I get to day 28 and I fail, and I know that people have been watching me. I had not only friends, family, but strangers on YouTube, TikTok, commenting like, let's go, bro, you got it, just 5 more days, or you keep pushing. I don't know these people from Adam, but they pushing me. Strangers. They may not have even subscribed, but they came across it and they was like, they watching. Even for that moment, they were watching. We don't want to fail in front of everybody. We don't want to fail in front of the eyes of others. But the thing about it, I don't want to spoil things. Oh yeah, I'm about to spoil it. Actually, no, let's go to the next point. The next point is we care way too much about what people think when they aren't even thinking about us to begin with. I think we sensationalize the minute circumstances of when people make a comment about us that's not positive, or when someone criticizes us, we sensationalize them. We make them bigger in our heads than they actually are in real life. Because all it takes is for someone to make a negative comment about something that you were already not confident about. That could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. And now you project all of your own insecurity onto them and say, they made me feel this way. No, that was a trigger. You already felt a way. You got to be able to move in such a way where no matter what you get, like that's when they say, don't be so, I can't remember the quote exactly, but the quote essentially says, don't live by the cheer. If you live by the cheers, you'll die by the boos. Something like that. It's great to, people congratulate you and you appreciate that. But if you get super swayed by that and it fills your head up, then let that be negative and you're going to be in the dumps. You're going to be at the lowest of lows because you care too much about what other people think. These people do not care about you more than they care about themselves. So why care at all? I said a quote in another video when I was in the gym. When I was trying to do Vlogmas. Super hard, by the way. Super hard challenge to do Vlogmas every day. That's difficult. Most people will never know. But I said, I heard this from Alex Hermosi. He said, I don't know if it's his quote. Maybe he was quoting somebody else. But when you're 20, you care what everyone thinks about you. When you're 40, you stop caring what everyone thinks about you. When you're 60, you realize that nobody was thinking about you at all. And I said, if you're 20 years old, save yourself 40 years. 40 years. Save yourself 40 years. And understand today that nobody's thinking about you. They see you when they're scrolling on TikTok. It's like they might poke a mean comment at you, and they keep scrolling. They don't even think about it. People project their deepest insecurities on others all day long. Just negative energy. I think if we all healed ourselves, then we could project positive things on other people. They scroll, they see some, you suck. And then and then in 5 seconds, they're on to the next thing. They don't remember you. Sometimes you see a video that you liked. You go through your likes, you see something like, I don't even remember this video. Because we mindlessly scroll. We mindlessly consume from everywhere, So nobody cares, bro. Do what you want to do. Do what you need to do. Focus on your mission. Why are you here? Understand why you're here. Focus on your mission. Keep your head down and work towards that goal. Nobody cares, bro. It doesn't matter how much hate you get. We got to stop this. If you allow everybody else's insecurity and the way that they think about themselves to keep you low, you will never rise up. You will stay right here with the losers because you cared about what the losers thought. Why would you allow a loser's way of thinking to influence your actions? What does that make you? The next point, people are actually waiting for you to be courageous so they can support you because they lack the courage to do it themselves. As much as there is hate out here in the world, there are also people who, like secret haters, there are secret admirers, people who are in the shadows that you would have never guessed who are supporting you. They want you to keep doing that thing so they can live vicariously through you, so they can draw from you. Something I said in my Instagram broadcast channel. Oh, I forgot to say, follow me, AUSTINSLENS 4.0, by the way. But in my broadcast channel, I said, you gotta find people who are coming from where you're trying to go and And when you do that, you are essentially borrowing the confidence of the people who you look up to. Because if it can be done by them, it can be done by you as well. When you do these amazing things out in the world, there are people who you have no idea who are watching. There's people in that broadcast channel who I know of, or I know them, but I never spoke to them. I never had a conversation with them in my life. And they're in the channel, and they're reacting, they're active, they're engaging. And I have people, complete strangers that I don't know from a can of paint, that are in there reacting, they're active, they're supporting, they're drawing inspiration from me. Do not be selfish by being afraid. Fear is the biggest hindrance of value. Like, you have value inside you, all of us do. But being afraid is the thing that's going to stop you from sharing that with the world. Don't hold back what you can share with the world, what you can give to others. They're waiting for you to give it so they can take it and run with it. And then that's going to help them do what they need to do. And then last but not least, it is as serious as life or death. You either live your life pursuing your purpose, or you die having achieved nothing. If you don't look at it as that serious, then it's like we've already wasted so much time in this life. Think about how old you are right now. Think about how old you were 10 years ago. That 10 years ago feel like yesterday. What have you done in those 10 years? Another 10 are gonna fly by. You won't even see it coming, I'm telling you. We gotta do something right now. We have to. If we treat it like it's frivolous, like it don't really matter, that time is gonna speed past you. Life is gonna happen to you. I wanna see you happen to life. I wanna happen to life. I wanna be a force to be reckoned with. I don't wanna be a victim of circumstance. I don't wanna be a feather in the wind. I wanna create what happens. I don't wanna react to what happens. We have to make a decision. It's the first thing I say, the last one. We have to. We gotta pursue our purpose or die having achieved nothing. And dying having achieved nothing is exactly what will happen if you are not intentional with your time. Intentional about your discipline. Making the right moves when you know you're supposed to make them. And not doing the things that you know you're not supposed to be doing. Like, we already know we don't have to complicate life. It's already complicated enough. If you got some value out of this video, man, like the video right now. You should have been like the video. Honestly, if I'm watching the video and I like it, I'll be in the middle of the video. I like that video right now. I don't want to delay. Don't delay. Like that video right now. Comment what you think. Comment what your favorite of the 10 lessons was. Share the video with somebody who can learn something. And subscribe to the channel. Click the bell. And I'm going to catch you on the next one. I appreciate you.